We would like to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Something.
Okay.
Martin.
Cool.
That's it. This is with the new chairs. The other ones were very stiff.
Yeah,
these are pretty. These are a little more comfortable.
Yeah, I like it.
And yeah.
All right. Wow.
Well, I'm pregnant.
That's why you brought me here.
Yeah, I know. You've been sitting
tell
here.
me.
Martin Philllips on the show today on Jason Rouse's Safe Word on a very hot August in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
How you doing, Marty?
All right.
Do they ever call you Party Marty?
Yeah, that's when I happen to become Party Marty.
Someone told me you pulled your cock out at the creek in the cave.
But I don't think that was me. That was another. A lot of crazy stuff happens there. I don't think it was me.
No.
No.
But what I'm gonna say. Fuck.
What? Did it stop?
No. I hear.
Oh,
Washing machine. Take 37. Martin Philllips on the Safe Word podcast here in Austin, Texas, on a very hot Wednesday, and we were just going over on how much we've got accustomed to heat stroke.
Yeah,
and how it's complemented our lives.
I'm constantly wet.
Yeah.
From the sweat. I'm always a little wet.
Yeah.
Wherever I go.
Yeah, but this is probably a time in your life that you're grateful that you're not obese.
Oh, yeah, I guess it'd be even worse if I was a big guy. Yeah.
And Texas is no short of fat slobs.
Yeah, I think everything's bigger. I don't know if you ever sat at a restaurant pew, but they were huge here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I recognized plate sizes. Like a side salad would be on a regular sized plate.
Yeah.
The dinner would be on a roast platter.
Yeah.
And the soup was in a bucket.
Yeah. Especially.
It's funny to see what a Texas small soda looks like.
Yeah, that's true.
So what happened? You come out. You clearly. I saw your first appearance.
Oh, okay.
In Austin, and
no, okay, that wasn't my first appearance ever, though.
But
yeah.
As far as coming to my attention,
yes,
because you've been working as a comic for over 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I started in college.
And then what was the? Because look, you probably had an idea what your career was going to look like.
Maybe.
And then this thing happens here in Austin.
Yeah.
And did you ever think about moving to Texas at any point?
When I moved here last summer, I was just at a point. Well, I lived with other roommates who are also comedians, but our lease was ending. And everybody was going their separate ways.
Yeah.
And I'd always aspired to move away because I was basically not living.
See that switch there? Can you pull it push it up to the middle?
Right.
The one on the outside? Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Middle?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
And up? Or... Am I doing it right? I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah,
No.
You said middle.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's like AC. Oh, that's where. Okay, I was doing the wrong. Okay. Okay, so.
I'm pregnant.
yeah, things have to be perfect. But yeah, I always wanted to move away from home. Because I didn't live where I grew up. I wasn't like far away from it. I still lived in Virginia. And so yeah, I just always wanted to move away. And it seemed like the perfect time to finally try it out.
Yeah.
So just waiting for it.
Now, what was your touring schedule previous to your move to Austin? Like, were you just doing gigs in the state that you were living in?
I was just I was in Virginia, but I lived outside DC, so I did most of my shows in the city, maybe sometimes in Virginia or Maryland, but yeah, it's basically in DC. Every now and then I would go on the road, maybe a festival, or maybe some other club outside the city, outside the state. But yeah, it's about sure it was more in DC.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And there's got to be, DC's probably got about 3 or 4 or 5 clubs.
Yeah, it's really great seeing. They got a lot of stuff going on. There's like one big main club and then a few other ones.
DC Improv?
Yeah,
Okay.
DC, we can name drop. DC Improv is the big club, great club.
Yeah.
You have other smaller clubs like DC Comedy Loft. There's an independent club called Hotbed.
Yeah.
And then there's other smaller rooms out there.
Very cool.
So yeah. There's a lot of good independently run shows throughout the week and the weekend that draw an audience that are really well done. They're like at bars and stuff, but they're in like a separate room and they're really good shows too. So plenty of stuff to do in DC. It's actually a really good scene.
Yeah. Ari's from there.
Yeah. But I don't think he actually did comedy there.
No,
I think he just was like born there and
yeah, he started at the store.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's mainly where I was, and again, this is just an opportunity. It seemed right to finally take the leap, and I drove all the way out here to Texas.
But with the leap, now there was usually just 2 leaps. It was either New York or L.A.
Yeah, well,
were you relieved that you didn't have to live in New York or Los Angeles? Or did it matter?
Well, at least in this situation, when deciding where to move to, I had that totally connect, so I just thought, well, I should take advantage of this, because I realized a lot of people, I got the golden ticket, like, right before the pandemic, so I had it for a while, and I guess I noticed people really, strive for what I have, and I just was like, oh yeah, whatever, I got that thing, I can just do it.
Yeah.
So that was like, oh, I guess I should just, pursue it, take advantage of it, and see what happens, and just give it a try, and so.
For sure, and you're not married with kids.
No,
so
I got nothing.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, just
Isn't
me.
it wild?
Yeah.
It's relieved, though.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
Yeah, no one's really dependent on me, except for myself.
Yeah.
So.
What a great place to be.
Yeah, for now, I guess. Yeah, so. But yeah, that's why I decided Austin. I don't think I would have moved all the way to LA from Virginia. That's pretty far. That's even farther than here. And again, I had no connects and stuff, at least. I don't know, I feel like if you're gonna move somewhere to do comedy, it probably will help if you have a little bit. I still kind of had to go through the ranks here. I still suffered through terrible open mics, but like, I could still get on Kill Tony. I could, it's everything's pretty gradual. It won't happen straight off the bat unless you're like already famous or something, but. Yeah, I still went through that, and Yeah, most people in DC just moved to New York because it's like 4 hours away or so. And I mean, I have friends up there. I visited there. It seems like if you live there and you're not rich, it's going to be miserable. Most people
In New York?
Yeah. New
Oh,
York
yeah. I
City.
tell like, friends of mine are going with Canadian dollars to Manhattan. I
Oh,
go,
yeah.
that's a $70,000 a year a bet.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I like visiting, but I don't know if I could live there. It seems like, yeah, it's just very different lifestyle that I don't think I'm ready for.
No, I moved to Brooklyn. I lived in New York probably collectively maybe 4 years of my career.
Okay, yeah.
And, it's too much. I lived in England for 6 years, and going from one major mecca to one other, it was just too much. I like Texas. It's spread out. The people are cool.
Yeah. It's definitely, here it is more suburban, like you gotta need a car to get around a lot. And
I've never driven a car in my life.
Okay, so okay. Well, I'm saying it in New York, you don't.
No, a normal person needs a car.
Yeah. I mean, you can still do it without a car, but I think this area is like made for cars. Where New York City, it's like, and why do you own a car for this?
Yeah.
So
You're going to pay more in parking tickets than you are in gas in New York.
yeah, exactly. And finding a spot all the time, it's just, and the traffic itself, it seems way worse than most places.
For sure.
Yeah.
The locals have been telling me that it's progressively getting worse here because of the population flux.
See, they say that, and I'm still from like DC and stuff, so it's still not quite what I've dealt with
LA.
Oh yeah, and I've been to LA and stuff, but everyone from LA is moving here, so honestly, eventually,
Are they though?
people say that. People always like,
Just because a couple, let's say 100 open micers moved here, that's not LA.
yeah, I just meet a lot of other comedians who are like, maybe they don't live here, but a lot of LA people visit here, I guess. So, but I'm just saying that if people moving here, eventually it's gonna look similar. Maybe different policies or passed, but as for rent prices and traffic, in a few years, and
it's going to be a shit show in 5 years.
So
especially Joe's opening up 2 more clubs. That might alleviate some of the pressure at the front door. Because everyone's trying to get in to do nothing.
People just want to get you get pass, you get there, and you can get on shows there. It's like,
but people understand that you can do that all over the world. You can get on shows.
It's just the biggest club, biggest name. Like people want to get on the Comedy Store. It's a comedy store. They're kind of making their own. Well, I mean, it's more a little bit after the Comedy Store, so
barely.
Well, that's the inspiration. For it, but
have you been to the Comedy Store?
Yeah, I have not performed there, but I have seen some shows there. I hung out around there, so I've been there a handful of times. It's a cool spot.
Yeah, you can actually hang out there.
Yeah. It's
nice to, right?
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, because but Comedy Store also has like the outdoor area. Which
there's levels to the store.
So they kind of have that outdoor porch area where you can just go hang.
And anybody can come in there up until somebody got shot there at the front stairs. Those glass doors when you walk into the front area. You get shot right at the bottom. The guy came up. And then there was no. Because there was no cameras in the store up until maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. So it was in and
wow, danger. Some places you do need cameras. I mean,
they wait until someone gets shot and then the cameras go in.
I don't think my apartment complex has cameras either.
No.
Sometimes it's like, well, something does happen.
It's going to be cool on the highlight reel for Christmas.
Wow. Anyhow, but I don't know. But here's a cool comedy store story. This is good. Okay. So this is a few years ago.
You did coke in the bathroom?
No, not quite. But I saw the show there. It was fine.
Yeah,
I was good. Then after, I had a friend who worked there. He was like, "Oh, we have another show going on. You can come watch it." I think it was like in the original room. Anyway, I sat in the back. My friend was like, "Hey, you don't have anywhere to go, do you? Because Dave just walked in."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, no, yeah, I can be here." And
like Dave from Wendy's, Dave?
Yeah, dude, like David Chappelle, dude. And as soon as my friend left, Dave came in, sat right next to me.
Of course he did.
And I went down there and started, I didn't know what to say. I was like, oh, no. And this lady on stage, I don't know who she was.
Goes, who's this asshole sitting next to Dave? Get this guy out of here.
Yeah, and she's like bombing up there, and like Dave's debating with himself whether he should like shit on her or something. And he was like, should I do it? And then she calls out his name. He looks at me, and I say, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? And he didn't shit on her.
You?
He did. I don't know if he was asking me. He was just speaking out loud.
Sure.
Then he looked at me. And I was like, you gotta do what you gotta do. But like, he didn't shit on her. But I would have said that to Dave Chappelle.
That's fine.
For any comedian. I was like, shit on this guy.
Yeah, let it rip.
Yeah, whatever, Dave. So
pull your cock, Dave.
Yeah. So anyway, I met Dave Chappelle. That's the story. That's the time I met Dave Chappelle.
You seem pretty happy about that.
I don't know. I mean, it was kind of cool back then. Yeah,
it's totally cool.
It's so pretty cool.
Everywhere Dave goes, it just gets a little cooler.
Yeah, you know, you just show up. They're totally just random. You just like sits next to you. That's most famous.
But that's how it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's why, clubs here are different than back home. Like, we have, good clubs and stuff, but you don't have, even, not just at the mothership, but other spots around town, you have someone well-known to stop by, which doesn't really happen where I'm from in D.C. or a lot of other cities. So at least in Austin, it's kind of...
it's fun, though, but it's like seeing Godzilla come through the city.
Just destroying his ticket and destroying.
No, I mean like the spectacle of a celebrity doing something that you're in.
Yeah.
I don't... Like, what happens after? You just have Dave Chappelle stories.
Yeah, like this.
Is anyone going to ever aspire to be that good at what they're doing?
I mean,
would you like to be Dave Chappelle?
Maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
To some extent.
For sure.
Yeah.
A profound thinker.
Yeah, however people identify him, identify me,
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, what did you notice now? We were talking earlier before we fired up the camera here, but what did you think of Canadians? We always got to ask.
Oh, I mean,
audience.
I had good shows there. It was good. Yeah, I liked it.
Did you find them more responsive to certain things that people here in the U.S. didn't really pick up on, or vice versa?
No, it seemed pretty similar, to be honest. I didn't really at least the shows I did seemed about the same. I did, every joke did pretty well.
Yeah.
I think maybe if I might have been one joke or two when I talked about something maybe a little bit too American.
And you were with Aaron Belial.
No. I will be with Aaron Belial. This is just me going out there meeting Canadian guys that reached out to me. So I'll be with Aaron in October. So
fantastic.
And I'd be different then. But they were good. Yeah, they're all really good shows.
What city were you in?
So I was around Ontario, at all the Ontario spots. So Hamilton, Toronto.
I'm from Hamilton.
Yeah, I did.
What a dump.
Yeah.
Did you do Levity?
No.
What did you do?
I did the one in Hamilton, I think was a new space opened up for like spoken word.
Who talked you into this tour? Sounds terrible.
Some dudes from Toronto hit me up, and I was like, yeah, okay, I've never been to Toronto. I'll try it out. So they were smaller type clubs, but they went well.
Yeah.
And they sold pretty well. But yeah, I didn't quite do the big name clubs in Ontario.
Yeah.
But I did what it's called, like Backdoor Comedy Club in Toronto.
I think it's Backroom or something.
That's it. Something. Yeah.
I've never been in there.
Yeah, it was alright too. Yeah. And then there was something else we did in Richmond Hill that was like a club. I forgot the name of it, but.
Oh, Jokers.
Yeah, the Jokers, yeah. Yeah, I was, we were at the late show. It was kind of rough getting, yeah.
I love Steve, but that place is not good for me.
Yeah, it was, out of all the shows, it was one of the least attended. However, it was like the latest. I think it was like a 10 p.m. show. Then a show before us that was like, I think it was like Persian comedy night or something.
It's Persian comedy night every night.
Okay, so that's what I picked up on. I think it's a big draw. Not a lot of people stayed after for Jared Nathan and Martin Philllips. We did not get the same crowd.
You don't get the Persian.
Yeah, we didn't get the
emaciated. Special needs.
Yeah,
for the Persians.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was a small audience, but it went well. It was fun. So yeah, that was more of the like really independent type tour that I did. But
fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah,
Canada tour.
I definitely wasn't sure what I was getting into, but everything went fine. I think it was just the exchange rate that fucked me.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have a problem with anything, and there's nothing I can do about the exchange rate. It is what it is. It's just doing shows outside America on a different location.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You always quote them in American, always USD.
Yeah.
Always USD.
And, actually, I was thinking, like, next time I do this, I gotta have a contractor. I gotta be like, okay, this is what we gotta do.
Yeah.
And, and Canadian money does even look real, you know?
Because you can tell it from one from the other?
Yeah, I don't know. Most foreign currency, you look at any foreign money, compare it to American, it like feels different. And guys use coins. It's like,
hey, but we don't have pennies.
Yeah, and I don't think you have dollars anymore too. I think
those have been gone 20 years.
Yeah. I will say other countries are more efficient with change, like just changing shit.
Just to give you a perspective on how dumb this conversation that we're having is that. You can't use cash in most countries in Europe.
Oh, okay.
You pull a note, they'll flat out, they go, we don't accept, it's tap or that.
So
they don't even have a till.
Okay,
they don't have a till.
Everything's like cashless and most.
More, it's going that way for sure.
I mean, I don't know. There are some places in the U.S. that are cashless, but it's just not everywhere.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it makes sense.
It's interesting how everyone got sick during COVID, but money was being handed in and out. It's the filthiest thing.
Yeah.
Every guy scratch their assholes and then reach into their pocket. Yeah.
I mean, my wallet's right here by my butt cheeks.
It's inches away.
Yeah, there's only a few layers of fabric between my ass.
Cheesecloth and a mistake.
Exactly. I got a leather wallet, so we got.
I think you say a leather ass.
Oh, that both. Yeah, both. Or like that, but anyhow, but yeah, it's.
I love it. There's a fine line in this conversation that's going to either get you in Nickelodeon or out of Nickelodeon?
I'm too old for Nickelodeon.
Really?
I think. I don't know. What's the...
I don't know.
Well,
I got the guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
got skulls on my walls. There's no Nickelodeon here.
You're too metal for Nickelodeon.
Have you seen my buddy's asshole?
Is that... I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, it's Gaper.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I got merchandise coming out.
Oh, okay.
So there are pictures of my friends. You can see his hands on his ass cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that. Okay. That's a blanket.
That is a blanket.
Yeah,
it's a cozy.
Yeah, you can have...
It's the guest blanket.
Okay, wow.
A lot of comics have snuggled up in that, not knowing that it's a picture of a guy's asshole.
I mean, if it's comfortable, it's comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's
clean.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a clean situation.
Yeah, as long as it's nice. I don't really care too much. But it's in too much, I mean, yeah.
No, if you were wrapped yourself in a swastika blanket.
I was thinking swastika. I was like, I probably can't.
Asshole swastika.
Yeah, I guess I would go for an asshole over swastika or something like that. So, fair.
You're not going to see that on those Japanese game shows where you pick between an asshole and a swastika.
Yeah, those game shows are crazy.
Yeah, people get hurt.
Yeah, there's this documentary about this guy who, he was trapped in a room and he could only order stuff on magazine subscriptions.
No.
Yeah, he was like...
It's a game show.
I forget, but they made a documentary about it. It happened maybe 20 years ago or something. And not only did the whole goal was to survive off magazine subscriptions, but also he had nothing, so he was also naked.
Yeah.
So he had to order everything. So he literally was in that room for over a year. And it really
This is a 20-year-old game show?
This incident happened 20 so years ago, and the documentary was about it. And how
that sounds wild.
Yeah, how that guy's life was messed up by it. He had a hard time, going back into society, and it's also a weird social thing where he could have stopped it at any moment, but he didn't.
It's like a reverse Fritzl.
Yeah, it's not like that. It's like a weird social experiment at the same time, and it was just very insane that it happened.
Could you do a year?
No, fuck that, dude. No way. I could barely do coke. I could barely do coke. That was
yeah.
I mean, and I was in an entire house, with my parents.
Yeah.
I had, TV. This guy didn't have TV or anything. This guy...
You had a drug problem with your parents.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We all did drugs. We all
I would totally do drugs with your mom and dad.
Yeah, I don't know. My parents both were in the military, so I don't know how much drug experience they have, to be honest.
Mom and dad military?
Yeah, my dad was in longer than my mom. They met in the Air Force. Yeah. My mom retired before my dad and became a college professor, but she's retired now, so she's at home all the time now again.
Did she gain all her education through military?
No. Both my parents went to college first and then joined.
Okay.
Yeah, and she worked for a year or two.
Were they high school sweethearts?
No, they met in the Air Force. They're both stationed at the same place and met through the Air Force. Yeah.
Brian Holtzman was in the Air Force.
Oh, okay.
But he just sucked guys off in a ditch.
Okay. I'll ask my parents about him. I'm like, hey, do you know this guy?
I thought he was a mechanic.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's a memorable person, so I'm sure. If I asked my parents, they would.
Brian Holtzman, a memorable person.
Yeah, you definitely.
You never forget a tornado.
I know. You definitely. If they met him, they would know. They would know who I'm talking about.
I would totally do Speed with your mom and dad and Brian.
Okay. Yeah, I would totally watch you guys do Speed. I don't think I am. Yeah. I don't think my parents.
It would suck.
Yeah.
It would suck for your parents.
Yeah, because you guys seem like...
We'd be jumping around.
Yeah.
Me and Brian would be like, you
guys.
ripping all the wallpaper off the walls on speed at your parent. How old are your parents? Are they in their 70s?
I think my mom just turned 70. My dad's still late 60s.
Okay, so there might be heart issues. Do they have Fitbits?
I think my mom has a Fitbit. Yeah.
Okay.
My mom, they're not the best at technology either, so she only has the Fitbit and stuff. So.
Do you think she could take a bump of speed?
I have no idea. Again, I don't think she's ever done it, so she could die. I don't know. I don't think.
No, I'm teasing you. I'm not going to do speed with your parents.
Alright, good. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have a sister?
I do have a sister with 3 children.
Whoa!
So you gotta
challenge accepted.
Yeah, you gotta deal with 3 kids under 10. So
gross.
Yeah, good luck. It's I mean, it seems like they're the ones on speed. Yeah. Like, my nieces, but sometimes after a while, I'm like, man, I'm stressed out, kind of. There's a lot of stuff going on with all these kids around. Like,
it's the constant, like birds swarming you all the time.
Yeah, it's even not just anybody I know who has children. I'm always like, wow, this is a lot. This is the commitment they say it is, especially at like that young age,
Fuck that.
But then they get older, and then it's like
they want to fight you on the front lawn.
Yeah, your kid's a dick or something.
You can't say shit. If your son slapped you across the face in front of his girlfriend,
dang, then I don't know what I do. That's so embarrassing.
Your glasses go flying into a pile of dog shit.
Yeah,
and then you go, "That's my boy."
Yeah, you lose all respect, dude. You gotta at least be. Yeah, I'd be a little bit afraid of your dad. Just a little, just so.
How would you deal with that?
I don't have kids yet. Hopefully my kids are cool. Hopefully.
Yeah, but
hopefully they're weaker than me. Hopefully I'll make sure
he broke up with his girlfriend.
Okay.
You are dismissive of his feelings. He responds
by slapping me.
But he's also not apologetic.
Okay.
It's like that's what you're gonna get.
So that's our relationship.
No, well, it's changed.
Oh wow, he still slapped me.
It's not about respect. It's the fact that you put down his feelings about this slob he fucked on the road.
So okay, I guess.
You're like, these pigs who come and go.
So I have to be more understanding of my son's situation.
Well, you try to pull a tough love, and
well, it seems like how old is he now?
You're
yeah, I mean,
he's 45.
Oh gee, well, I think the tough love has to stay. If you still stay in my house at 45, I think I'm gonna have to come back and beat the shit out of him, He can slap.
He posted that he had a breakup on Facebook. And you commented, "Get over it." Yeah. He comes over to your house and smacks you. Your wife was murdered.
By him? Or
no. This is 20 years earlier.
This is not really.
And you've got a new girlfriend. He's older and kind of acceptant of this new relationship that he doesn't really believe in so much, and it's angered him that you've indirectly disrespected the death of his mother, and now you've talked down to him about his recent breakup.
Man.
And he bangs on the door, and you go, "Hey," and he goes smack, and your glasses go flying, and you've got one of these. This is like a John Candy movie.
This is John Candy. I thought you were gonna say John Waters.
Pink flamingos. So then you eat some dog shit.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I feel like
you're gonna play Divine in this spousal abuse.
Yeah, it's not even spousal abuse. It's family abuse. Because I mean,
that would be the worst. Though you get slapped, any guy like. There's my boy.
Yeah.
And then he slaps you, and you just Go
Yeah.
inside. Oh.
I mean, he probably, after he slaps me, he probably goes back home and leaves.
Yeah, I don't think he
Probably-
laughs either. I think it was
he
just a
does it.
statement.
Well, it sounds like we have a lot of stuff we gotta work on. We probably need family therapy. I don't know if there's any other way for me. It sounds like I've been in the wrong a little bit. Like he's in the
Yeah.
wrong. I think we're both in the wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. And especially he's like 45 now.
But
You know.
you're also in a position where you do harbor a little revenge. So you take the urn of your dead wife, go to his house,
And smash it. Or,
smash in the driveway, and piss
on my wife?
on the driveway, but your
Okay.
wife's on it.
Well, I don't know if I want to piss on my murdered wife, but maybe I don't know if I would smash her urn, you know, like, because I
But
feel
you're
like...
hurt, and you're trying to hurt your son.
But I
and
also love my dead wife, I'm assuming, so I have to...
you switched out the ashes.
Okay, so he thinks that.
Yeah, but-
Okay, so
yeah.
he thinks I'm smashing and pissing on his mom's remains just to make him think that.
And
but then,
you just want to be closer to him, but
You
the
don't-
only way you know how to bring your son in is to provoke him into conflict.
yeah, it sounds like we both don't know how to communicate.
No.
It sounds like he gets this from me. But also, I feel kind of scared after doing that. He's going to come back to my
Yeah.
house and beat my ass.
It's very out of character for him.
Yeah.
And it's unnerving.
Wow. Man, I don't know if I've been a good father all these years. If this is my future, my son. It's almost
Yeah.
like I didn't do things right. Feel like I was on the road too much, you know. It's like that, the cat's in the cradle, you know. He became, he's just like me, you know.
I'm just like you, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm fucking guys for money.
yeah, that's, I guess.
Cats in the cradle and the heroin spoons. Little boy blew everybody.
See,
to
that's the original lyrics,
Yeah.
but they were like,
me
yeah,
showing my age.
they were like, yeah, we can't make this a song. You gotta change the lyrics.
You must have gotten somebody pregnant.
Me? I know.
At least once.
I think I've been good so far. I know of. Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate.
I had 37 abortions with the same girl.
That's a lot. You think after
were together 2 weeks.
37? Then how long we guys? Wait,
we were together for 3.5
you're
years.
37.
So she's having an abortion every single month.
I was gonna say, if you, wow, man. Well, I guess at that time, I guess you're lucky.
The 90s.
It was legal. Now it's like
It's frowned upon.
She's gonna have to drive to what, like Colorado or something.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, I don't know where it's legal. Maybe Oklahoma. I don't know.
Can you imagine getting stopped at the border?
But yeah,
now we've gone over your comedy history,
yeah,
abortions, family violence,
yeah,
and Canada.
yeah.
Anything else you'd like to bring up? When are you gonna do an album? Let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
You're overdue for your album.
I'm yeah, I know. I do have a lot. And
you got an hour.
I'm getting a following, so I guess I could do the special. Whether
up an EP, do a 30-minute.
Yeah, my friend got it done through an actual record company. I'd rather, I guess I could do it independently, but it's cool if you got some back in it, right?
Yeah, the trick is they give you enough money to keep you happy for temporarily while they continue to get residuals from your
so
thing.
it's better for me to do this shit myself. It seems like everything's better if I just do it. I get the most money.
You gotta. There's no banners anymore. You don't need to be associated with it. You got a smartphone and a fucking IQ. Let it rip.
I guess that's just for my own ego.
Yeah, of course. I'm on the same label as blah, 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 blah.
Comedy Central Records, guys.
Yeah.
Check it out. I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, as long as I guess my main goal is to make a profit. So
totally.
Yeah. So yeah.
Independently, I don't know how many guys have given up their shit.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, I can totally. If I have like an hour or so recorded, but I don't know if I want that to be the special itself.
Yeah.
So I think, Yeah, I can. In the year next year, I can probably try to make it.
It's kind of like honestly, at your skill level and talent, it's got to be next year.
Yeah,
you've literally got 12 months to get your hour out.
What happens after 12 months?
Your son's gonna come to your house and slap you in the face.
Well, he's gonna want my money.
No, well, you've been doing comedy for over a decade.
Yeah,
you've never released an hour.
No.
And now you're in the epicenter of comedy in North America, and you're around a bunch of amateurs.
Yeah.
And you need to drop an album and let them know what's up.
Okay. So people get that.
Yeah, because you're hanging out with talent that's less than you.
Okay. They're cool guys. Everyone's cool. I mean.
Yeah, you're nice.
Yeah, so.
They're cool. They smell.
Well, it's hot here, so everybody
nice.
smells in Austin.
Everybody smells in Austin.
We're all sweating.
Not everyone lives in their car, though.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
I forgot what we were talking about.
I dropped the special because I'm around people I'm better than, so I dropped the special. I get the respect I get.
Yeah, because you've got the tried true material that you've been working on for 10 plus years.
Yeah, I have plenty of shit.
So you take 10 years, so let's say in 10 years you've got 6 hours of material.
Yeah, but not all of it's like stellar.
No, let me finish.
Okay.
So you take the 6 hours.
Yes.
And you take 10 minutes out of each hour.
Okay.
And now you got 60 minutes of your favorite stuff, and the other stuff never happened.
Okay.
And you dump that 60 minutes of the best stuff from the 6 hours and release that. And then you scramble because now you've got a 10-hour career, a 10-year career online as an act, and now you're back at zero.
Yeah.
You didn't even got any old. There's nothing, no furniture in your fucking house.
So all the other material I didn't use, that's gone forever now.
It might regurgitate into maybe a sketch or a movie idea.
Okay.
You know, sometimes the square peg, round hole.
Yeah.
Just put the square pegs on the side and work the round hole later, you know?
Okay.
But get that hour out now, because not only that, it's going to generate $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a year for you.
Yeah.
On satellite radio, Sirius.
Yeah, if it gets picked up.
Yeah, you just submit it.
I submit it. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we're talking shop now. Everyone's all checked out.
I know.
But yeah, you got an hour. I know you got a banger.
Yeah,
you got a banger in you.
I can do an hour. I've done an hour before. It's
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. The next year. Yeah, and the year next year.
Yeah, I think that's going to be your flex. Is you doing, like we were talking. There's people here with good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can stand on stage and comfortably work for 50 minutes.
Yeah, if I had to. Yeah. I've done it. I've done it more than I've done it a lot.
Yeah.
So.
There's so many people here that are 100 years behind that. But
yeah, well, it's hard. I think in a lot of comedy scenes, it's hard to find people who can do that long.
Yeah.
Even no matter where I'm from, I think only not even a handful can go.
Mm-hmm.
An hour, you know, it's like, that's just a lot for you. You know, you're really in it if you can do an hour. And I'm not. I feel like but anyway.
Yeah, there's something about being there for 60 minutes.
Yeah, it's like
that's what the Edinburgh Festival is good for. Is you get to do an hour show.
Yeah,
every night.
Yeah, someone talked to me about that before too, how it really works well that way. So maybe I'll submit there too. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll be there next year. I'll be at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival 2025. Yeah.
Okay. Nah.
I'm working backwards from this month.
Okay.
From a year from now to this. So.
Okay. Cool.
August. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I haven't been back in a while.
Yeah, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe.
Yeah, I think you do great there. It's a hard grind, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's I know a lot of stuff has come out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I think even like Stanhope got big off
Yeah.
Didn't one of his first big things come from Edinburgh? Kind of.
I think his album. I can't remember what it was. This is probably 2006.
Okay.
I don't know if he had done that beforehand. There's probably a Wikipedia saying, but I can't remember.
But yeah,
like Bill Hicks, his career was moved quicker in the UK than it did in the US.
Yeah, I know he was big in the UK.
Yeah,
and I think the Net was from in the bar.
Who?
The Hannah Gadsby.
Hannah Gadsby.
You never heard
the
it?
Comedian?
Yeah, I heard.
I don't know anything about it.
Oh wow, it was like a big thing. The Net. It was kind of like a lot of people. It kind of some people don't like it, other people do like it. It was kind of like her talking about like she's gonna quit comedy. It's all a terrible industry, and it's very some people like it's a good talk. A lot of people don't criticize if it's super funny, but I think it definitely has a good message about stuff. So yeah.
I'm clueless.
Yeah, like it's on Netflix. You can look up. She has several shows on Netflix.
Oh, really? And stand-up shows?
I mean, it's yeah. They're supposed to be stand-up.
What's your stand-up special on Netflix going to be called?
Oh man, I've been thinking I want to call it Stud.
Stud.
And then we have a picture of me in high school. And it's like, right, kind of cool. Or it could just be like, what am I doing? It could be a cool.
Oops-a-daisy?
Ooh, that's a good one. Actually, I think there's a guy in Austin that's he has a punchline that's oops-a-daisy. That should be his special.
What? How about this for a show title?
How about this?
Dog shit?
Dog shit.
Or brownies?
Wow, if I call it dog shit, people are going to think it's dog shit.
No, that's not how that word works.
It does. I know.
It's an attention grabber.
Oh, okay. Instead, isn't that? You see, like, you can see how I
No one used the word. Who uses stud? Are you doing shows for your grandparents?
No, it's just okay. Or it could be.
Ones of you people, whatever things changed in your life, where women were rubbing their hands down the front of their pants and smacking you in the mouth.
Oh no. Okay, it's stud. But yeah, some fun name like.
How about Gimp?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a whole different direction too. In Gimp, they kind of expect something like different.
It's just a leather mask.
Yeah, and just a
with
ball gown.
Brownies and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like a lot. Maybe.
No, I think.
I'll work on the title.
That's a great title. I'll work on the title.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Title later, right?
That's it. Fill in the blank.
Yeah. Phillips, fill in the blank.
Yeah, right. Call it whatever you want. ...
Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
Or like, why do I do this? Like something. Or like.
What if you did your Netflix special, and then one of the temps on the show offered to give you a blowjob, but you knew that your parents were gonna knock on the door?
Also, I feel like that's not like inappropriate workplace.
You don't think that?
No, I think it is. Yeah.
You think it is
no, inappropriate. Yeah,
inappropriate. Not cool.
I think it's. Yeah, really? I think we can do. Yeah, I think that's like not cool.
She yanks your belt off and throws it in the corner.
I mean, this is really aggressive.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But are you gonna go? Look, I'm kind of a little helpless to the situation, but are you gonna cry afterwards?
Me or who was crying?
You, just because you know that mom's coming.
Well, yeah, that's like first of all, which is how it's not cool in that situation. I guess my parents are coming also. I think overall it's like, hey. No, I was not.
You're pushing her head down faster.
I'm explaining.
Faster.
I'm explaining the
Faster,
situation.
my mom's coming, and so am I.
No, I'm not doing it. That's not cool. No, you're trying to send me up, dude. No, not cool. No, we're not.
No, it's not professional. You would never get a blowjob in the workplace.
Yeah, I think that's really frowned upon and not cool. I know, but though, and I do know a lot of people meet at work, but I don't think you do it at work.
It happens.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to do it at work.
I know you're not, but if you ever work in a bar?
No, but bar, that's already
everybody's fucking
terrible.
each other.
Yeah, it's like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
All the staff are having sex with each other.
I mean, it's not like, the best environment to begin with, but...
When's it she locks the door and looks at you and says, don't worry, I got the key.
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, now...
All right.
Now I'm the... I'm like, I'm...
You're the one who's going to get fired.
Yeah, and also, she... doing advances I'm not comfortable with, so...
Monica Lewinsky'd your ass.
Is I don't know who was in charge position. I don't know who was calling the shots with Bill and Monica. I don't know if Phil, because he's the president. Some people is like, well,
I think if that wouldn't look, that's not going to happen at Netflix, but if you were doing a half hour for Comedy Central, you get your asshole licked by a stranger.
Have you done a half hour again? Like, do you know how does do you know from experience this happens?
I've had some things happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want you can't. Let me do.
I attract that kind of energy.
Yeah.
Of deviant behavior.
Well, let me do my show and then let me go home. I don't.
No, you don't want to hear me come.
I don't want to be involved with that. I'm just here to do my jokes. I don't want anything else.
Now, what happens on the way home? Just an assessment of what happened at the show.
Yeah, I guess I just think about the show and get home. Yeah.
What happens at home?
I go to bed and watch.
Yeah, but there's you got home from the show at 9. You're not in bed by 10:30.
Yeah, I might call a friend. I might watch something on TV. Yeah, kind of relax. See if I'm hungry. Maybe get a bite.
Maybe smoke a doobie. No.
If I have, I don't smoke every night or anything. I do. Every now and then I'll have a doobie or something, but it's not like a thing. It's like depending on how I feel, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not a big drinker or smoker, to be honest.
Does the booze ruin your motor skills completely?
No, if anything, I'm more lively.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't and I don't need. Some people smoke and do other
curricular
weed stuff to fall asleep, but I've never had any trouble falling asleep. I can fall asleep anywhere, anytime.
On a flight? In a car?
If I'm tired, dude. If I'm tired, honestly, if I'm tired enough, I have no problem.
Wow.
Yeah, I come from a long line of men who fall asleep in their recliner. That's my future. Just in my recliner at my house. Asleep. Yeah. So yeah,
you're already there in your head. I can see it,
dude. Yeah. I definitely have
Lazy Boy, like the full spread with the leg raised.
Yeah, that's my grandpa had one.
Yeah,
my father. Yeah,
you didn't sit in Grandpa's chair because my grandfather would lose it.
Oh,
I would go in his chair.
I would sit on his lap. Yeah. He was welcoming with his chair. He had a good chair.
I'm a little jealous.
I don't know if they had that chair anymore. It was pretty old, and he's passed away. But he had a good chair.
What did you say at the funeral?
I didn't really.
Can I have the chair?
Yeah, I was like, "Where's the chair going?" It's funny.
Excuse me, please. Could you sit down in the back? We'll get to the chair in a minute. We're just gonna get through his sermon.
Yeah, at the funeral, I was a pallbearer.
Yeah,
but I didn't know what that was. I thought it was like
like a bat catcher.
I thought it was like Palm Sunday, like I'm bringing in a plant.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, I got
bearing a palm leaf.
But then I was like, oh, I gotta lift this casket up. Like, what? The palm bearer, those are the people that carry the casket up.
Yeah, pallbearer.
Yeah, I didn't know it. Yeah, I thought it was the plant. I thought I was bringing in a plant. And then I was like, oh shit. But luckily, there was like 5 other guys part of the team.
I've been asked to leave funerals before for giggling.
Oh, well, I didn't laugh at my grandfather's
I didn't know whose funeral was. I was just there giggling.
Oh, you just went to a random funeral?
I had a suit on for court. I smelled the fresh coffee, and I slid in.
They do have really nice spreads after a funeral. They have a lot of good food, but no one's like in the mood to eat it,
Yeah, that's where I come in.
And maybe you did the right thing, I guess.
He's a good man.
Yeah.
And start crying.
It depends on the guy whether or not we can share funny stories and whatnot. So, I don't know. It's been, I guess it's been a minute since I've been to a funeral. I don't know.
You're laughing now. Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like, when's the last time I went? Oh, actually, I did go to one. It was really sad. Actually, no, I did not laugh at that one.
No? Whose was it?
Oh, it was a comedian I knew from back home, and he died just very suddenly.
In Austin? Do I know? No.
No, he was in D.C., but he was originally from Dallas. But yeah, he died very suddenly, and it was actually very...
brutal.
It was very upsetting.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It really fucked up.
This one, I shouldn't be... Yeah, this one was actually not funny, actually. I don't know why. As I bring it up, I was like, oh, this is kind of a bummer. I mentioned this. I'm kind of...
It's a total bummer.
Yeah,
it's terrible. Well, on that note, thanks for watching, everybody. See who doesn't kill themselves this week.
What a great way to end.
Where can people find you?
I just... Martin Philllips comedy, usually just Instagram and everywhere. I know I have the website, which may not be the best at updating, but Instagram's like the main one. Yeah, it's like the main thing people do. So
Canada dates coming up.
Yeah, I know it's like early October. I don't know if I have the name of all the clubs, but Aaron said they'll be in Alberta. We might do one in Saskatchewan.
Yeah, no, you guys are going to have a great time.
Yeah,
the weather's going to be nice, jacket weather.
Okay,
we're going to have a great time.
Yeah, different province. Going to all the provinces.
Check them out online.
Yeah, online. I just did Kill Tony Monday, and I did the one in New York, so those 2 episodes should drop in a few weeks. I don't really know their schedule, but
you were on Saturday night.
At Madison Square Garden. I was on the set. So if you didn't live stream it, they'll drop the episode in a couple weeks.
It's crazy. I've seen clips.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Fucking 16,000, 17,000 people.
Yeah, it was packed out. And I just did it at the mothership a couple days ago, so those will drop in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you've probably got 12, 15 appearances now?
Apparently there's like a website that keeps tally of it, and my friend sent it to me, and so I think after these 2 that are about to drop, I think it's like 18, 19 now.
Nice.
If you do it from the very first in DC. And so I think we're at about almost 18 or so. And then, I'll be touring around. We'll be in New York area. Me and Aaron in New York City, Connecticut, New Jersey.
You and Aaron in New York.
Yeah.
That's the worst buddy movie ever.
Yeah, I don't know. We're not getting...
It's called Watch Out for the Escalators with Aaron Bala.
We're not getting very far. Yeah, but it should be cool. And I'll be in DC this weekend, too. So we'll do New York, DC, back up to New York, and then
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'll be all over. So.
Well, I think you're hilarious. It's always fun to see you pop up on the internet.
Oh, thanks.
And continued successes here in Texas.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be quite a wild 2025.
Okay, you're calling it.
I'm calling it.
Okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah, as bad as a few months, things are really picked up. So I imagine this next year it's going to be even
wild.
More.
Go to jasonrouse.com and you can find out all my upcoming shows. London, Ontario, Hamilton, Ontario, Oshawa, Ontario, Windsor, Ontario, Kitchener, Ontario, Denmark, Sweden,
Ontario,
Denmark, Ontario, yeah,
and Denmark, Sweden. Wow, you're going to the Nordic.
Yeah, I love it there.
Oh, nice.
I enjoy the Scandos, Navian folks. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. New stuff coming up. I'm going to drop a special on October 30th.
Sweet. Right before Halloween.
Devil's Night. Hell yeah, is right. So that and a horror movie I did last month that's going to be coming out in July of next year.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, a bunch of crap.
Cool.
And I'll see you in Canada.
Yeah, if I'm there, yeah.
Thanks for being on the show, Marty.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cheers.
We would like to see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe word with Jason Rouse.